In the way before times, there was a day held in the highest regards. Children would often wake early in the morning on their own to participate in this day. It was a time of heroes, of robots, and even cats. Our group of brave panelists have come together to view, discuss, and decide who is the best in this Intro-Wars. Return of the Cartoons.
That's right, we are here with Intro-Wars, Return of the Cartoons. Let's get to know our guests a little bit. So we have Boomer and Nessa that will be joining us, and then we also have the Knight in Black and Gold. Lemondoes was supposed to be joining him, but they have a wedding today, so they'll be ducking out a little bit early. But Knight, welcome, welcome, welcome. And then we also have Chesapeake Bay, welcome. What we're gonna be doing today is we're diving into the 80s first. This is gonna be the 80s cartoon intros. We're gonna be judging just the intros themselves. I have some background information on some of it that I will provide, but any comments, advice, anything else that you want to talk about, please feel free to do so. And we start off strong with the raid from Dr. Heminator. Thank you, sir, for showing up. I appreciate everybody being here. Welcome, stream.
I have
Raiders.
a very dramatic announcement.
We are just getting started. So first off, what we're going to do, I'm going to pick the first cartoon intro, and then we're going to go from there. First one that I want to look at is Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors. This was a 1985 cartoon. It only lasted one season, had about 65 episodes. And the quick synopsis, well, actually, you know what? They pretty much give the synopsis in the intro. So let's take a look. We're going to take a look at this intro here, and we're going to come out of the other side. There will be a poll up in chat for everybody to vote in. So it'll be Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors. Check it out.
Thundering across the stars to save the universe from the monster minds. Jayce searches for his father to unite the magic root and lead his lightning league to victory over the changing form of Sawboss. Wheeled warriors explode into battle. Lightning strikes.
There's a power that comes from deep inside of you. It's every day reaching toward the light. And you know there's a long way ahead of you. But when your wheels get you there, things will turn out right. Just keep on turning, don't stop rolling. The fire is on. Wheel warrior, the drums burning, our wheels moving. Wheel warrior, come take a chance, keep on turning, don't stop rolling. The fire is on. Wheel warrior, the drums burning, our wheels moving. Wheel warrior, wheel warrior.
That was the first intro. My God, you know it's not my kind of stream unless there's problems. So what did you all think of Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors? Boomer and Nessa, what do you think on Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors? You said you have questions.
I have so
It was
many
definitely an
questions.
experience.
One who brought the 8-year-old to the battle. The skunk haircut. The skunk was pretty cool. I don't know, whatever that one dude was wearing, it looks like he stole it from Padme's closet.
And how do you have so much in the words, in the way of like a lyrical description of what's going on, and I still have no idea what the hell is going on?
So the description from TVDB is thundering across the stars to save the universe from the monster mind. Jayce searches for his father to unite the magic root and lead his lightning league to victory over the form of Sawboss. Wheeled warriors explode into battle. Lightning strikes.
It's weird. I still have no idea what's going on because I just spaced out during that summary right there.
That's fair.
My brain will not engage with whatever the hell was going on in that intro.
That is absolutely fair.
Yeah, that's 100% valid.
Bay?
So I also spaced out, but like it was that last riff at the last couple seconds that just sealed it for me. So I'm gonna say like I was could be better, but the last riff, like it was a good intro.
I kind of have to echo what Dr. Rehaminator. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Rehaminator said the synth track slaps, but the lyrics were ass. So
yes.
I'm gonna be the giant pooper in this scenario, and I said it could be better.
God, you miss cocaine, Rehaminator? I know, right? Seriously. So chat, you can also vote on this. Be aware, viewers in chat, you can place a vote as well. There should be a poll popped up in chat. Please definitely vote for this because we want your input on this as well. So by the sounds of it, we're kind of sitting in between, or by the looks of the poll right now, we're sitting in between a great intro and this could be better. Is there any other further input that
Who said this is a great intro? Can you please explain?
So
I'm call yourself out.
I'm one of them. I really feel like this is like encapsulating time capsule of 80s in an essence, and there's no other way to explain like what the 80s were except for that intro is like all of it. Seriously.
Okay, so Verbal's vote makes me realize that maybe before each vote we should tell the others how drunk we are. Just curious.
I'm starting to believe that democracy might not be a good idea.
All right, so we're kind of stuck right now in between a great intro and could be better. What is the consensus here of the panel? Are we saying it could be better? Is that what we're going to go with?
I'm going to say it should be better.
It should.
I'm actually. Can I change my vote to what Boomer said?
It should be better. Yeah. Okay, well, I will drop this one down here into this could be better. I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay. This is why I brought everybody together, because I want to talk to everybody.
It's Junior competition.
Junior Deck in chat also voted great, so you're not the only one with bad taste. Verbal.
See? Oh, wait a minute. Bad taste?
Oh, it gave me a Mac and me out of 10.
Oh, no.
Mac tonight out of 10. Oh my gosh, I love it. So Boomer and Nessa, hopefully you guys have the list there in front of you. Which one do you want me to go to next?
Oh man.
You can pick any one.
I know which one I want to save for last.
Yeah, I bet.
That wasn't the question. The question was next. How about let's go with Care Bears.
Care Bears? Oh, that's
a classic out of the way.
That's a good solid choice. All right, let's see here. Let me queue up the Care Bears.
I only picked that because Callie just came down and she is obsessed with Care Bears.
The Care Bears were released in 1985, ran to 1998, had 4 seasons, 97 episodes, and that's not counting like any of the movies that they had produced and all of the other crap. They had some pretty decent voice actors in there. Tara Strong was one of, that's pretty much probably the only one that you might recognize. Just to give a quick synopsis, the Care Bears keep watch over Earth and to keep people from feeling bad, basically. Whenever a kid's feeling down, they're there to help and bring a smile, and they live and care a lot. So we're going to check out this intro here real quick. This is going to be Care Bears.
Who's that coming from somewhere up in the sky? Moving fast and bright as a firefly. Just when you think that trouble's gone out, who's gonna be there when it really counts? To the Care Bears countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There you go. That's the Care Bears countdown. That was
a philanthropic fever dream.
I feel like I was just really getting into it when it stopped abruptly.
Yes.
Agreed.
It's definitely one of the shorter ones for sure.
So, and that was one of the things I found in all my research is that they range anywhere between like 1 minute intros. Most of them are 30 seconds. And then you have these couple oddballs that are like 15, 20 seconds long, and that's it.
Yeah, 1 minute is way too much.
1 minute, yeah. For that particular cartoon, yeah.
You just don't have enough like fill time for your cartoon. So like, hey, what if we cut it from 23 minutes to 22 minutes?
Yeah. What do you all think of the Care Bears? Boomer and Nessa?
I mean, in the very short period of time, it did tell you about what the show was about.
Uh-huh.
These bears are coming from space and they're spreading their love.
There's
You definitely
lots
get
of
that
love.
feeling from it. It makes you feel good.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm saying that this is great because it won me over. Like I started out kind of hating it because it's whatever, but then after just a few seconds, I was like, oh, this is a good, like, I don't know, like it won me over. I thought it was really good.
All right. Still better than the horrifying Snorks intro. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bay.
I'm going with great intro as well. Like I appreciated its brevity. The one before was way too long, and I think that's why like half of us spaced out.
And that's fair.
If I had to guess, 5 out of the 4 of us have ADHD.
Probably.
Oh.
Probably. And then chat, like I said before, chat, please vote in this because we want your voices heard as well. I'm seeing comments about, I unironically love this intro. Care Bear's theme is so iconic that I can't hate it. I mean, that's true. Oh, somebody got an ad
You're
that
not
popped up.
walking around going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the
Hey,
rest
look.
of the day, there's something wrong with you.
Look. It's at least it's not the Sesame Street 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Stop. I love that video.
That is burned in my memory for all time.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Graphics and all.
So we've got a tie here right now between great intro and a good intro. Between a B and a C tier, we need a tiebreaker somewhere in there. Somebody needs to break that tie. Who in chat
have to fight to the death. They're the champions of one of these tiers. And whichever-
Exactly. Chat, we need you now, chat, more than ever. We need you to come together.
Just
The
one
next vote wins.
And
It's
vote.
like that one horrible movie.
Is this a great intro? Is this a good intro? What is this?
Somebody make up our minds for us.
I don't want to make the decision.
We can't be trusted with choice.
It's an I love you, you love me, we're a happy family out of 10. Wow.
That's a B then. That's a B.
That's a
That's a B.
Breaking vote.
All right, we'll go
Core
with
memory unlocked.
We'll go with the Care Bears is going into this is a great intro. It is a B tier. Notice there's no S tier because the S tier is going to be reserved for the birthday stream on July 15th. There's only going to be one that ends up in S tier. So that's
one
what
S tier.
One in S tier because that will be the ultimate winner of Saturday morning cartoons from the 80s and 90s. Okay, Knight, you have the list up in front of you, hopefully. What would you like to see next?
Do now on line 55, we've got the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Line 55, the Super Mario. Oh, yeah, I named it wrong. Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Oh my God, this is a great one.
Captain Lou Albano.
Like Super Mario Bros?
Yeah,
That's
Super
right,
Mario.
basically.
That's terrifying.
Super Mario Bros. It's a good time, trust me. Let me see here. Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, I absolutely spelled that
With
incorrectly.
Captain Lou Albano. Like you can't get better.
Jack, get your cringe coats ready.
So this was produced in, let's see here, 1989, one season only, which I think is a crime personally. And yeah, it did. It starred Captain Lou Albano, Danny Wells, Harvey Atkins was in it, John Stalker. It is the pinnacle of all the Mario Brothers animations, I think, because there was a number of them out at the time. There's like 3 or 4 of them. And this one was like the one I think was absolutely the best in my opinion. But we'll check out the intro and we'll see you on the other side of this.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Hooked on the brothers. Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas and Troopers, the princess and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the bridge. I say hooked on the brothers, the brothers, the brothers.
The fact that it had a breakdown in the middle of the intro is freaking, it's genius.
I'm saying.
It is so. This one for me is an amazing intro, personally, because it's just got that hook to it. It's got action right there in the beginning. As a kid growing up and seeing the Super Mario Brothers game and playing it vehemently, and then coming into age of the Super Mario Brothers 3, which probably was one of the best ones ever. It was so good. So, Boomer and Nessa, what do you think?
So, as far as catchiness goes, S tier. As far as that green screening goes, kind of makes me want to take it down a little bit.
It's an A. It's an A.
All right.
That was an amazing intro.
That was an amazing intro.
It got the point across. We're talking like a unique art style, blending live action and animated.
Oh, yeah.
The dancing,
Ahead of its time.
I don't know whether to take it up a tier or down a tier because of that.
You missed the Mario Shuffle at the end of the episode. There's a whole dance that Captain Lou Albano does at the end of the episode. It's so good.
Oh, dear.
Knight.
Okay, unsurprisingly, this was the intro I chose. So obviously, like, if you had S tier, this would be an S tier intro for me. Again, Boomer hit most of the high notes on this one. The combination of the cartoon and the live action, and for me, the absolute cheese made it so much better. The fact that they were like Naruto running across the damn screen at one point, it was amazing. And you have these two older actors, not old, but older, who obviously had no
they were
idea
old.
What the fuck?
They were old.
They I don't know. Everything about this was perfect. 11 out of 10 intro of the year.
And Captain Lou Albano.
Storm of mismatch.
Captain Lou Albano didn't just do the live action portion, because there's a live action portion of the cartoon, where they actually have a story. Guest stars come in and they have problems, and the Mario Brothers try to fix it. But he did voice Mario in the cartoon as well. So that was one of the rare times where you see the live action actor actually portraying the character themselves. Bay.
So there's such an interesting cognitive dissonance where how can you be immediately offensive and then also give people the ability to forget how offensive the first few seconds were?
It's a gift.
It's a skill.
So for that, I'm gonna give it a great intro, because that was pretty fucking amazing.
Are you sure you don't want to change that to an amazing intro?
No.
Okay, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. By the looks of the poll, we are seeing an overwhelming 80% saying that this is an amazing intro. And just by seeing what's going on in chat right now, yeah, I'm seeing, confirmation of such as well. So I think at this point, we're going to say, yeah, it's an amazing intro. That's going to go up into the A tier.
I like the doctor's comment that just 10 out of 10, no notes.
Bay, what are you going to pick?
I don't know. I'm looking for one that I don't remember. Oh, it's gotta be Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling. Obviously.
Okay.
Well, already we know that's gonna be an amazing intro.
I'm just going to tell you this right now. This one is an experience. This is an experience. This is going to be a walk down, I don't know what. Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling came out 1985 to 86. It actually had 2 seasons. 2 seasons, 39 episodes, which actually kind of was light for that period of time. Typically, a season was
picked up for another season?
Yeah, typically seasons in the 80s ran 52 to 64 episodes. Anything under that was kind of light. When you got down to 13, it was a crime, because a lot of these stuck in your head too at that point. Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, American animated television series, originally aired on CBS. It was animated, produced by Saban Productions and Dick Entertainment. That's about the gist of what I've got. They had real live wrestlers do some of the intros. So you've got the likes of Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan, Jake the Snake, all appearing in some of the intros. But as far as the voice talent goes, the voice talent we're looking at is Charlie Adler, Pat Fraley, Brad Garrett is in this. Mean Gene Okerlund voices parts in this as well, obviously as himself. This is definitely an experience. Check this out. I'll meet you on the other side of this one. I'm going to apologize for this one right now. That's a thing. I was already flaccid with the live action part, but seeing the animated hair flip, I think I'm impotent forever. I am so sorry.
Can't be undone.
I'm gonna need a moment.
I'm going to watch that 4 or 5 more times just to generate an opinion, okay? You just go ahead and hit it. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back.
Actually, I could see that. I could see that again.
You really want to see it again?
Oh God, no.
I don't think we need to see it again.
Not.
All right, Boomer, Nessa, your opinions.
Why was this like a fucking WWF themed bro road trip in the middle of a live action intro? Like, what the hell is going on here?
That's it.
Why was everybody hiding behind a pillar? Who edited this shit?
I don't know, but apparently they were given a job.
Fired out of a cannon into the sun.
Sister of the traveling unitard.
I think this is the easiest vote of my career, and Nessa shares my opinion. Go ahead and click that magical button.
Actually, I wanted to vote meh. I wanted to give this a 0 out of 10, but if I closed my eyes and ignored that it was a cartoon intro, the music was actually half decent. Like I'm giving it 1 out of
vibe off of that.
I'm giving it 1 out of 10 just because if you completely ignore everything about it, the music isn't bad.
It's a damn good point.
I gave it a could be better because of the exact opposite reason. If the music wasn't there, watching them run around doing fuck knows what would have been great.
And the best part about this cartoon, because I have actually watched this cartoon, there is very little to do with
why.
Because it's what I do. There's very little to do with actual wrestling. It's more about the over-the-top personalities, and then they have all these themed vehicles that they race around in, and it makes no sense whatsoever. But it doesn't. The intro doesn't really convey that part of it. But it's definitely
doesn't convey anything.
Okay, side note, if I can ever not attend one of these, I think the good doctor should take my spot because their commentary is fire today. That's what you put on when you want people to leave your house on the 3rd story.
Through the windows in the 3rd story. So I'm not even going to wait for this to end because it's over.
The graphic.
It's overwhelmingly coming out as an E tier. This does nothing for me. This is a meh kind of vote. So yeah, I think that's where this is going to end up going. And this is why we're doing this, to weed out the really terrible ones and let
the stream back up just so I could watch you put it in E tier. I need that kind of closure.
Brother, we're gonna let the cream rise to the top.
And the shit sinks to the bottom. Down to the bottom.
I think in order to come out of that, I'm going to pick one of my favorite ones. It's going to be a lot of fun. This one's going to be Inspector Gadget. This one, I got a couple little tidbits of information. Ran from 83 to 86. I don't know how that's only 2 seasons because that seems like 3 years, but whatever. Frank Welker was Dr. Claw. Don Adams was Inspector Gadget. Cree Summers and Holly Berger both played Penny. One in the first season, one in the second. Dan Hennessy and Maurice LaMarche played Chief Quimby. Maurice LaMarche is also the voice of several other characters, including Egon from The Real Ghostbusters. And it's about a cyborg police detective who is absolutely a freaking fool and an idiot. If not for Brain and Penny, he'd never get anything done. Who works to fight criminals from the evil organization known as MAD, led by Dr. Claw. So this is Inspector Gadget. I love that intro so much. First off, the pilot episode of this cartoon had Gadget with a mustache, and that wasn't a disguise. That was how they were making him, and it went to testing, and people didn't like Gadget with a mustache, so they removed it then for the rest of the series. But that very first pilot episode had him with a mustache. I absolutely loved the car he drove when I watched it. The transforming car that went from like the mom minivan to the dad sports car. I freaking love that. And on another side note, is it just me or is Brain the very first streamer ever? He had his own camera, his own microphone, and he broadcasted to Penny's watch. So
I would argue Dick Tracy was the first streamer.
He was the first to have an iPhone iWatch. But in any case,
FaceTimer.
Yeah, the first FaceTimer. There you go. But anyway, I absolutely love this. I think it's an amazing intro. That's where I'm putting my vote, is amazing intro. Boomer? Nessa?
I'm not sure how you capture somebody essentially being a fraud in their own show, but this intro manages to do it, because after the end of 30 seconds, Inspector Gadget is a certified fucking idiot, and it would be nothing without Penny and Brain. But by watching that, you get a total feel for the tone of this show. You get the feel for the gadgets. You get the feel for the characters. You get the feel that Dr. Claw is never actually going to be captured. Spoiler alert, because he's way fucking smarter than Inspector Gadget. He's criminally incompetent, and you get a feel for that just by watching a 30-second intro.
Without an over explanation with the lyrics either. Like there's not. It's just Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, 90% of it is Inspector Gadget and Go Gadget
But it's
Go.
basically, you figure when you're a kid watching this, like what at that time as a child of like James Bond and stuff like that, it brings that in for a kid's perspective without over explaining it.
Yeah, it doesn't insult the viewer's intelligence.
No, not at all. Knight, what do you think?
So I was originally the sole great vote. What I've discovered on this is that you can't change, because I think I was sort of won over from great over into amazing. I was vacillating between great and amazing, but Boomer and Nessa really did hit like the high points of this. Like I love this show. I love the fact that you can't tell this from the intro, but like how great is a cartoon that parodies Get Smart and then gets Don Adams to voice. Like everything about this is good. And it's like we all remember this years later. We remember like they predicted tablets. Penny had a tablet before any of us did. Brain had a smartwatch before any of us did. The cartoon was great. Again, what's going on from the theme song. And how great is it that years later, at least some of us do remember the porn themed after just from the name, right? Like it inspired everything.
Can you drop me a link?
And
I need it for science.
And it spawned 2 live action movies.
Wasn't Matthew
only one of which
one of
was
them?
Matthew Broderick was in one, and French. What was his first name?
French Stewart.
French Stewart. Yep, that's it. Was in the second one.
I think after 9/11 we call him Freedom Stewart, actually. But anyway.
Bay, what do you?
I'm sorry, I'm broken.
I think we need to give Bay a second here.
Bay's broken. Bay's broken now. You broke. Knight, you broke Bay. Don't break Bay. Do you just want to?
I'm done.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
This is fine.
Okay. Your thoughts?
No, I forgot him. So I gave it a great intro. It was halfway into it. I did realize that this is what made an entire generation of mediocre white dudes, like just let them coast on the work of, a child or a dog that are doing a job that the adults should be doing. And then I started wondering, like, how does he even have a job? Like,
right?
What spy agency gave this dude a job? Like, does the spy agency not even realize that he carries a kid and a dog around with him? Like,
it's his niece.
Does the spy agency not realize that they killed the inspector in the intro? He's dead.
Oh, that
he
happens.
also killed the chief.
Yeah, the chief died. That happens every episode. Every episode.
In a tragic safe blowing up incident.
I feel like I didn't put nearly as much like critical thought and analysis into that as Bay did there. Like that's a high level like analytical something right there.
They're very good at picking apart everything that could potentially be wrong with something and making sure. that you are aware.
But mostly I just do it to myself.
And I love them for it. So by overwhelming look, it looks like this one is definitely landing in the amazing intro. That's where it's going to get dropped off in. Even a dog would be marginally better. Yes.
Anything else would be criminal.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next up, Boomer and Nessa, where do you want us to go? Which pathway, what journey do you want us to take next?
Do you agree?
Pick. I've already picked the first one. Go
All
for
right.
it.
We're going with Jem.
Jem. Oh,
Amazing.
there's a good one right there. There's actually two intros, so I ended up grabbing the one that was more widely popular, the one that people more remember, because the beginning intro in the first season, it felt really wrong to me. We're going to dive right on into Jem. This was 1985 to 88. It had 3 seasons, which was pretty impressive. 65 episodes. They actually had somebody different singing for Jem than they did actually portraying Jem. Samantha Newark portrayed Jem / Jerica, and then Britta Phillips was the singer for it. This also had Charlie Adler in it, Susan Blue, Neil Ross, just to name a few. I'm not even going to give the summary for this. This is a classic. Just sit back and watch this sucker. You're going to love it. Yeah, the lyrics are absolutely terrible. This was like Melrose Place for kids, is what this was back in the 80s. It really was.
It's a good thing we're judging the intro and not the show.
I know.
The intro's gonna get way more points than the show.
The show,
yeah.
For the few episodes I've seen watching Verbal Stream, the show was not good.
No.
It was like daytime television, like soap opera. It was like soaps for kids, basically, like indoctrinating them into soaps later on in life.
Making a generation of my General Hospital viewers.
I watched that show when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
So, Boomer Nessa, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna let you take this one first.
You picked this one.
I know, and I don't know what to say about it. That was not a figurative, a literal lens flare kiss.
Yeah, it was.
J.J. Abrams would be proud of this. That probably inspired J.J. Right. We have this show to blame for the sequel trilogy now. Instant F tier.
Can I lower my vote if?
Yeah. If that is in fact the case.
It's definitely not an amazing intro. I would say between great and good. And I only say that because the tune is a bop.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was going to be the other one, the one that Verbal was saying that not everybody knows, because that's the one that, I didn't watch this as a kid. I was not part of the core demographic here. But that other intro, honestly, also was a banger.
Yeah, I want to say good on this one.
I'd probably go with good.
Good. We're gonna go good with it.
Has a cool art style.
Because I feel like it'd still be stuck in your head, but it really didn't there's just a rock star, and here's my songs that are gonna get stuck in your head, and that's really about it. But then you watch it and you're like,
it's like the lyricist didn't put a lot of thought into the lyrics, but there was a ton of style to it that I liked, and it was all 80s cheese, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I say good. It was good.
All right, Knight.
Absolutely agree. I mean, I'm not even sure I'm necessary here, right? Because Boomer and Nessa tend to say what I'm going to say before I say it. But look, the song.
You go first. You go first on the next one.
The song is a bop, right? I could hear it in my head as soon as we said what the next song was, right? And I don't know, when Jem comes on the Saturday morning streams now, I sometimes will tab out, like I'll keep it on, but I love the song, but I've never really listened to the words. It was Jem is truly outrageous, truly outrageous. Truly outrageous is Jem. Jem is my name. My name is Jem. Jem is truly outrageous. And then I can't unhear that. If I had ever listened to those words before, I would like the song less. If I can put on my my Bay hat for a moment, the show is just about how cool it is and how special it makes you to have intergenerational wealth, right? She's left a mansion and stuff by I don't know, some uncle or whatever who dies, and now we focus on how cool she is because she's inherited a giant house with a cool computer. So I think I was the first one to vote for a C tier. It's a good intro.
It's a good intro. Yep. All right, Bay.
All right.
Strap in!
You're all about to learn a little something about me that I don't like to admit. I gave this an amazing intro, and I'm going to tell you, it's because my first crush when I was in elementary school, I was absolutely determined that if I played this song and danced for him, that we were going to get married. And I had so many daydreams. I can tell you, we were out in the community pool, and I was going to set up a microphone right next to the pool, which is an awesome idea. And I was going to sing this song, which now that you've read out the lyrics, makes it even better.
I love that so much. I love that so much.
That is why this will always be an amazing intro, and I will die on this note.
Oh, the things I learn about my friends. I love this so much.
That's one of the cool things about cartoons as a kid is that sometimes like you don't know where you're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say that your first crush was oh god, what was the guy love interest name? I thought you were gonna say you had a crush on the cartoon, but that story was infinitely better.
Oh, his name was I can't remember what his name was.
Eric?
Who cares?
Rio. Yeah, it was Rio. That's it. And he had purple hair. That was very progressive for the time for a guy to have purple
Did he ever
hair.
dance on the sand?
No, I don't think he did. Chat is saying, or according to the poll, we're saying that it is a good intro. I do want to remind all my panelists, we do have a save icon that I forgot to turn on, but they're all turned on now. That if you wish to save any of these, you absolutely can if you feel it's been slighted. But Jem, according to the polling, is a good intro. So unless there's any objection, we're going to drop that directly.
I'm not going to use my save on this one.
Okay. All right.
In my heart, it will always be.
It will always be.
It will always be S tier.
I understand this.
And thank you for sharing, Jay, because that honestly made me smile. Like that was some genuine childhood shit there.
That was excellent. Like that was wonderful. Thank you for saying that.
It was a moment. I love it. I love it so much.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
This is it, the new G.I. Joe Devilfish on a high-speed recon mission.
There's Hawk, the Ninja Commander. That's Beachhead, the Ranger. And that's Wetsuit.
Devilfish has 2 torpedoes and twin guns on top, and they're gonna need it, because here comes Cobra. Cobra's got a new hydro sled, and that's real dangerous with G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe! Live the adventure of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe Devilfish, Cobra Hydro Sled, and Cobra and Joe figures each sold separately.
Joe!